Welcome to the Jeremy Hill Show. I'm glad to see that you have arrived. Now, what I'm going to do is play some reaction video about what had happened to Keke Palmer, Usher, and her baby daddy. I want to show you how today's modern black women are celebrating the fact that another black family have become a statistic, another broken home. People are celebrating this, and there's no reason for this foolishness. So let me go ahead and play this for you out of educational purposes, and I'm using the clips out of fair use, and you let me know what you think about this, ladies and gentlemen.
Y'all, Usher and Keke Palmer, menace to society.
Somebody say that your boyfriend's looking for you.
So apparently Usher has a song coming out tomorrow called Boyfriend. And then he said it's out tomorrow. And apparently the starlet who's going to be starring in that video is Keke Palmer.
Now I want to remind you, Usher Raymond, the dude who sang Confessions, is the reason, part of the reason. The main reason is Keke Palmer. Her baby daddy had self-respect. He said, I do not want my woman dressing like a whore and rubbing her body up against other men when this is my woman. When you are my woman, you don't need to behave in such a whorish manner. She rubbed all up against Usher Raymond, and he broke up with her for that. I can't blame a man for having standards. That is totally disrespectful. Now, you know I don't normally talk about celebrities unless they do something very disgusting or something for me to get into this. So that's why I ignore this. But what she's doing right now is after this man has broken up with her because she was rubbing up against Usher, now she's going to be in a music video with Usher, poking fun at the man, trying to hurt the man further. Usher talking about, I heard your boyfriend's looking for me. I'm gonna tell you something. Usher is only doing that because he don't fear that man. Now, respect is one thing. Respect and fear go hand in hand, but I'm not just talking about that. He don't fear him. He don't think that man is gonna do something to him. So he got the right one for that. Because gentlemen like myself, even though she did what she did, that is total disrespect. It's like you effing with me. Like now you trying to rub it in, you're trying to smear it in my face. You have to see me. Seriously.
And of course, you know, we have to get to the comments because, honey, they eating it up. So the first person tweeted this and said, this messy.
I'm playing this. I want you to read the comments that's left behind this foolishness. I want you to see how many women are supporting this foolishness of a broken home.
It's so messy. Another person had replied back and says, it was messy. So they were like, let's make some money off of it. Another person stated, LOL, you just have to feel sorry for Keke's ex. This humiliation is crazy. Another person replied down here and says, he started the mess and they are finishing it by doing what they do best, entertaining us and making money.
This has nothing to do with money. This is everything to do. It has everything to do with disrespecting that man and hurting her baby daddy. Usher has enough money. Keke Palmer has enough money. It has nothing to do with being artistic, having a beautiful song for the world to enjoy. It has everything to do to mock this man who stood up for what was right. Ladies, you wouldn't want your man going to the club and rubbing all up against women, gyrating women, all over the women and stuff, women who look better than you, maybe in better shape than you are. You wouldn't want your baby's father, you wouldn't want your husband to do that. See, if a man would have done that, the world would have been, oh, that's terrible. I can't believe he would do that to you, Keke. That's not right, Keke. He's a piece of trash. Y'all take up for that. But when a man stands on principle and say, look, my woman, the mother of my child will not behave this way. You throw bricks and tomatoes and apples at him and just put him down. What about that child? Huh? What about that child who gets to see how mother treats father?
Clock it. Another person tweeted this with a meme and said, when fantasies become what? Her boyfriend somewhere crying and throwing up right now.
That's funny. That's funny to her. And that's funny to you, ladies and gentlemen, who's watching this. You think it's funny that another child is going to grow up to be a statistic? in a single parent household. And from my understanding, the boy staying with the man now. I don't know, but that's funny. That's entertainment. See, that's what's wrong with this community. You celebrate destruction of families. I'll play another one of a man that's responding to this pathetic situation.
So, Usher finna put out a new song. Is that your boyfriend or boyfriend, whatever the case may be? And the person starring in the video is Keke fucking Palmer. Now, how long you gonna milk this embarrassment of your once boyfriend? You know, your baby daddy. Like, you gonna, before all of this, you was on interviews talking about how much you love him because he's very sensitive, effeminate. You like the men feminine like that. You know what I'm saying? You get on the internet.
In other words, she had a weak man. If your woman, let me tell you something, gentlemen. If your woman said that you are effeminate, and then also use the other word feminine, she's calling you the B word, a little B word. That's what you are to her. That means she can run over you. But the moment he stood up and became masculine and said, no, you're not going to run over me. You're not going to disrespect me as my baby's mother, the mother of my child, and you're not going to disrespect the child, parading yourself like a whore, totally forgetting that you are a person who is in motherhood. You're a mother. And then you dress like a prostitute. Now, Usher ain't innocent either. Usher going around in the concert and stuff, dancing on other men's women, trying to like be all freaky and stuff. Usher ain't nothing but a hoe. So what he did is the same thing women do when they singing on stage. All them rappers and stuff, they come down there and start twerking and moving around on men and stuff like that, wanting attention. Usher ain't nothing but an attention whore. I don't care how many records he done sold, but it comes to a point where a man is a man and a man has to be a man. First, yeah, he need to check Keke. He did. But Usher, I'll be coming for Usher. Because first I'd be mad, but now you just making videos now, man, bro. Really? You a fuck boy. That's what you are. Man.
And feminine like that, you know what I'm saying? You get on the internet and express his way in that effeminate type of way, and look how you just make a mockery of him. There is no safe space for you, men. now us is just playing with it. She playing with it. They finna make money off her baby daddy hurt. Hey, you can't really, you know what I'm saying? There's only certain things you can just allow, man. Straight up. There's only certain things you can express. You know what I'm saying? Be very careful when you're dealing with women.
You better be careful when you're dealing with men, because men ain't playing that, man, because that's nothing but disrespect. Her doing what she did to you, that's one thing. But now you are a part of it to a point where it seems like you're spearheading this, like you're leading this. You're poking a bear. You ain't poking fun at somebody, you poking a bear. Keep poking the hornet's nest. Keep on poking the hornet's nest and see if you don't get stung. I know a lot of gentlemen wouldn't put up with that. See, it's different in their world, man, with they celebrities and stuff. You know why? Because it's not just an innocent situation where, you know, he could be she can have a way to contact Usher because they all celebrities. It's not like she had no possible way of contacting him. You see she in the video. So it could have actually been the fact that he had every opportunity to sleep with this man woman. I'm gonna tell you something. I guarantee it. I guarantee it, man. She's sleeping with Usher now. If she wasn't doing it before, she is sleeping with him now. Do you hear what I'm trying to say to you?
And you guys said it was a publicity stunt. She did this man dirty, bruh. Now Keke Palmer's ex is stating you don't have to be in the same household to be good parents after they split because of her and Usher, bro. If you guys remember, everyone was talking about how he was corny for making that post about him being uncomfortable with what she was wearing and how Usher was all up on her. Dang.
See, that's another thing, gentlemen. He let her go out like that. Just like Russell Wilson let his mother or his wife and the mother of his children to go out there dressed all the way naked, wearing stuff that is so sheer that you can see everything on her, nothing left to the imagination. men who let women dress like this when they are in relationships with these women are weak men. And I'm telling you this to develop your spine, gentlemen. If someone out there watching me who allow his woman to run all over him and dress like a prostitute, I'm letting you know that's wrong. All right, that man was not corny by saying I don't like the way that she dressed and grinding on other men when that's the mother of his child. And you see these women are laughing, celebrating, pushing, saying, go girl, forget him. You don't need no man. He's weak. Don't let a man tell you what to do. These women are keeping other women single. These women are what makes other women get divorces. It's your mouths. The fact that you don't want to stand up for what is right. You celebrate what is wrong.
Was all up on her. Then Kiki and Usher decide to troll him and make a whole video called Boyfriend, where Usher talking about some when fantasies become reality. Keke Palmer in another post speaks about how she always fantasized of being him, not being the girl in the video, but being the embodiment of him. It's just wild.
Look at her, man. Then you gonna troll this man? After you have embarrassed this man? After you have mocked this man? What about the child? The child gonna get to see all this. What about that kid, Kiki? Usher? What about that child? Y'all ain't good people, man. And you talk about when fantasy become reality. Man, oh boy.
Wild, bro. Like, this is mad disrespectful. Now, let the shoe have been on the other foot and this man did this mess with Mulatto or something, everybody be losing their mind saying that he corny, he wrong, how can he do his girl like that, etc. Keke Palmer do this mess. Oh, it's empowerment. It's cool. It's all right. I didn't know a dude couldn't voice that they didn't like their girl being up on by another dude. You really just got to play your part these days, bro. You can't say nothing.
I'll be damned. You can say anything. You can say everything. Do not let no one mistreat you. Do not let someone just run all over you. Don't let someone disrespect you. What you talking about, man? Couldn't have been me. All I can say, could not have been me. Could not have been me.
She is wrong for this. So I'm extremely shocked to the response to the Keke Palmer Usher video and the amount of people I see applauding that type of behavior. I understand that he chose violence first, so I guess she's getting her lick back. But in the reality of the situation, it's really sad. At the end of the day, that is the father of her child. And she should not get any pleasure out of publicly humiliating and embarrassing the father of her child. That is that boy's father. Right. And you emasculating him all publicly, you dancing around on the man that caused him not to have his father in the house. And that's not saying it was your fault. But at the end,
it is your fault. It is your fault. There are do's and don'ts in every relationship. Love has requirements, boundaries, parameters, rules, laws, ordinances, if you want to call them that. You cannot do such a thing or do this thing because you're with me. You have to respect the relationship. You have to protect the relationship. But the problem with today's modern day woman, Black women in particular, they do not recognize rules, regulations, structures, parameters, boundaries. They feel as if they can do whatever the hell they want to do. This is a men's channel. I focus on men, but I am also here to help develop modern day women. And I'm going to tell you that what Keke Palmer did was wrong. She's not a hero. She paraded herself and acted like a thought, a skank. That's how she carried herself.
Have his father in the house, and that's not saying it was your fault. But at the end of the day, the optics on it, I don't care. It's bad. We need to stop just doing whatever we want to do and not having any concern for how that is going to impact the co-parenting relationship, our relationship, and our ability to, if we're not going to be together, effectively co-parent. So People can get mad, people can say I'm wrong and blah, 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 but it shouldn't be whatever goes. It definitely shouldn't be whatever goes. And if this were reversed and a man was humiliating a woman, we would lose our minds. And I'm so sick of hearing, well, this one did it, so I can do it. No, 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 no. When does someone be better? When does someone do better and take accountability for what happens when we just make rash and decisions to make ourselves feel better at the expense of the esteem of the person we have to raise our child with and our child? Because when that child sees that man, that's that child's father. They love their father.
Right.
It doesn't matter what you think or what you feel, you had a baby by him. And so it shouldn't be so easy for you to emasculate and harm him, and you shouldn't want your son to see you do it. That's my opinion.
Again, what about that baby? What about that child? Many men have told me that some of the worst co-parenting experiences they have had has been with modern day Black women. This woman is doing this stuff out of spite. She only cares about, she's hurt for one. She's hurt that a man left her based on principle. She's hurt because she now realizes that that man wasn't just going to roll over. She thought that man was just going to roll over and just accept her foolery. All those women that Usher go play around with, or any entertainer play around with, when it comes to the people in the audience, and these women have, those women should stop Usher or any other entertainer, or deal with the consequences that would ensue from an upset husband or an upset boyfriend, an upset fiance, because you are totally disrespecting that man. Not only are you disrespecting that man, ladies, but you're disrespecting yourself, and you're disrespecting your own child, your own flesh and blood. When that child get old enough, that child is going to get to see how mama drove a wedge between his daddy and the mother. You think there's going to be peace now when they co-parent? This is a type of woman that holds grudges. This is a vengeful woman. This is not the end of it either. This woman going to do it. I promise you she done slept with Usher now. I promise you she slept with him now. And probably was talking stuff the whole time. Usher probably busted her face and got on her cheek, and she did like this. We said, oh, Usher busted on my face. And she took her hand, she like, oh, put all the little, oh, Usher, oh, do it again, Usher. These are my confessions. Yeah, she up there laying down with Usher, eating his booty. Now let me go ahead and play another clip of how women feel about Black men all together.
I don't think men are good people.
Wait, you think that now? All men?
I don't think they're good people.
Why not?
For men to do things that they consider small in the flesh of like cheating, you know that that's going to destroy your partner, but you do it anyway. That's not a mistake. And just because I'm a woman, I'm supposed to accept your betrayal.
Right.
Have you ever cheated in a relationship?
That's exactly what I was about to ask.
Yeah, I've cheated.
Did you just hear all that nonsense? Double standard, man. What Kiki did will be considered cheating too then. Rubbing your old buttocks all on another man, all up on another man, dressed in some stuff that look like some lingerie, negligee, whatever. Yeah, man, both of them, man, they filed for that, bro. They filed for that. They are filed for that. So I just wanted to see what y'all think about this situation, man. But yeah, she wrong for that. And I'm telling you, she was dealing with a different type of man. Usher and her would be in some serious problem right now. Especially that dude, Usher. I mean, I ain't hating on Usher, man, but I know you singer and you like to be a Romeo and all this stuff for women and stuff when you singing and stuff like that. And that's cool. If that's what you do, that's what get you money. But you playing with fire when you dealing with a man who has a child. You dealing with fire then. When a man has a mother, when a man has a child and you messing with that child's mother, someone that he's committing to, someone he's trying to raise that child, you messing with fire. And the sad thing is, nothing probably gonna happen. I bet you couldn't do that to Method Man, and you couldn't do that to 50 Cent. You couldn't do that to them dudes. You want to see them. If Pimp C was still here, you wouldn't be able to do that to Pimp C. I'm just letting you know. They know who to do that to. Anyway, let me know what you think about this, y'all. See you later. You hear me?